Hello, Aries. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your mini reading for the Divine Masculine. Will your Divine Masculine X return? So this is for my feminines watching for a masculine X. General reading, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below, and I'll include a link to all of the decks that you see here today, Aries. So we're going to be starting off with these two, the Masculine's Madness 2 deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials, and then we'll grab a couple cards from the Confessions of a Runner by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's begin. Let's go ahead and see what's coming through. We have Teach Me. Teach me how to love you the right way so I can stop screwing it up. Okay? That's actually a really good thing if somebody is wanting to be taught how to love you right, especially if they've had other relationships where they just keep repeating the same pattern of possibly not treating somebody correctly. Okay? Let's add one more. Beautiful. You are so beautiful, baby. I want you for the rest of my life. That's awesome. And also, perhaps, my feminines, your masculine sees you as somebody who is a very beautiful person, very attracted to you, certainly from the outside, but the inside as well, seeing you as a beautiful person. They could also either, you guys already have children together, okay, or they're now ready to commit and want to build a life with you and have children someday, okay, and have a family. So let's add to that. What are some additional challenges here? I am so in love with you. I want you now. Why can't you be single? Uh-oh. Okay, so this is an issue. So, will your ex return? They still want you. They want you to teach them how to love you right because they screwed it up before. They see you as someone who's very attractive, very beautiful. They want you still. They're coming through here. I'm so in love with you, clearly. Maybe they weren't able to communicate that to you before. But now the challenge is, maybe at this point, Aries, you've moved on. You're with someone else. Whoa. That just threw a wrench into this. Let's add to this. You come across so confident. My confidence is a front. Okay? So, just because someone comes across as confident doesn't mean they're really confident on the inside. Because certainly when it comes to your Divine Masculine, and it's coming through here, they are indicating that their confidence is basically a facade. It's just a front, And that's their interpretation of it. But at the same time, Aries, maybe you kind of feel the same way, that your confidence is a front as well when it comes to your ex. So you got to ask yourself here, even though you might be with someone else at this point, and I know that that's a very specific thing coming through here for some of you, so take that only if it applies. But you got to ask yourself, are you happy with your current partnership, or are you still focused and wanting to reconcile with an ex? Because I'm assuming that's why you're watching this reading, because you're still thinking of an ex-partner. Okay? So let's add to this, because this is a very interesting combination of cards and messages for this scenario here for Aries. All right, so let's add to this. Let's grab some messages from the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. I mean, it was coming along great until that came through. It's like, why can't you be single? It's like, uh-oh. So we have an ex who sees you as a potential life partner here, but you're taken. That is clearly coming through here. Now, for those of you who are focused on your Divine Masculine ex, but you are single, then obviously don't take that part of the message. So let's see. Plenty of fish in the sea. Absolutely. You both do. You both have lots of choices in love and romance. But the thing is, they're in love with you. They're in love with you. We have this cactus heart guarded. Okay? So maybe there is a part of you that's guarded because they are your ex, and I'm sure there were certain aspects of that relationship that just was not working out, which is why you guys went your separate ways. But this is someone who wants to learn how to love you, and that's really a beautiful gesture coming forward from somebody that you used to be with. Wanting to learn from their past mistakes. Look at this. Look at what the cat dragged in. Return and apologies. We are focusing on a divine masculine ex here. Will they return? They certainly want to. But maybe right now they can't, for those of you who are attached to somebody else. Now, if you're single, as I've mentioned, and clearly your ex is communicating here, they want to come back. Maybe they feel the need to apologize to you for how things played out or things that they did before. We have love and lace, innocence. This, for me, reminds me of how things could have been in the very beginning, when it was innocent, when you guys could have just connected as friends before things ended up getting more complicated in the partnership. So maybe with a reunion, with a return, you guys can start over, certainly, but start from the very beginning when you guys were just connecting in a friendship type level and taking a look to see if things are going to work out, taking things further so that you can be romantically linked once again. I do feel that that is what they're wanting, though. We do have long term here. And isn't it interesting with the image from this card? You know, he's obviously kissing or appearing to be kissing a pregnant belly right there. And we've got a stroller right here. Okay, so you guys either could have already had children together, or they definitely want to build a life with you, have a family with you someday. Up in the air. Okay, so there's a level of uncertainty here, because if you relate to the fact that you're taken, even though you might still be thinking of an ex, you might not be free to be with them right now. So things are kind of up in the air. And then we've got partnership. So those who are single, wanting an ex to return, they want to come back. That is coming through here. For others, you're already in another partnership, and that presents a challenge as far as an ex being able to make their way back into your life. So if that is the case for you, ask yourself, am I happy with where I'm at, or am I still in love with my ex? Because they are clearly in love with you. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this. This is my modern day Seers Tarot and Oracle, the tarot with a twist. The twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards in addition to all of the traditional tarot messages. So let's take a look here, Aries. What else do you need to know here? What else do you need to know? We have a reverse card. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords. This is feminine energy. So in the reverse, this particular person is overly critical. They can be very cold-hearted and cruel and bitchy. There's no other way around it. Someone who lacks empathy. Okay, so this could have been, my feminines, how you saw your masculine when you guys broke up, you know, or this is still where you're at. And if that is the case, maybe that's why you felt the need to move on to other relationships that could have been very different from what you had with your ex. We do have the Nine of Wands here, so it's interesting because it's falling right below Cactus Heart. This card says guarded. The Nine of Wands is someone who's guarded and wounded. You've got your boundaries up, perhaps, my feminines. You know, this is you learning from past failure. This is you learning from what didn't work between you and your ex. But it could have also been that during this time of separation, they as well have learned their own lessons here. The Baroness of Fire is also another feminine message. This one is picking up off of fire energy. That's your own energy here, Aries, for my feminines. Okay? The Baroness of Fire is somebody who's very enthusiastic, someone who's very even-keeled, but personality-wise, very action-oriented. You love your independence, okay? You're very caring, very compassionate. And this could certainly be you that's really wanting to take action towards your ex, my feminines. But the thing is, if you are already in another relationship, that could certainly propose a blockage there as far as you guys being able to come together. But we do have the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning for the two of you, that this is a relationship that can possibly begin again. You still feel such a deep connection towards each other. The love is still here. Okay? We do have Archangel Raguel coming through also. I am the angel who can restore harmony, heal conflicts and arguments, as well as mending understandings in your relationships. I can help you gain the wisdom to smooth out tensions and hostilities in your romantic connections. My presence can aid in bringing in peace, forgiveness, and the calm of God's grace and blessings. I can help you miraculously heal even the most difficult love situations. Well, this one definitely needs some assistance, especially if you're already taken here, my feminines, okay? And your masculine telling you, I'm in love with you. I want you for the rest of my life. But maybe the timing is off and you've moved on to someone else. That's for some of you guys. But if you still have love for your ex and you want this person back, and maybe you're just not happy with the relationship you're currently in, then it's up to you to be able to create movement and change in that area of your life. And Archangel Raguel is here to help you with that. All right. So let's wrap it up here and grab some dialogue messages here for you guys. This is my X Oracle deck, so some of these messages could be coming from you, Aries, and some of these messages could be coming from your ex. So let's go ahead and take a look and see who needs to speak up here. Angels and spirit guides. Who needs to speak up? Is it you, Aries? Is it your ex? It's always been you for me. I know I messed up. All I want is one chance to prove to you that I've changed. One more chance to show you how much I love you. Wow. So if you're willing to give this person another chance, you guys can have this return. You can have that reunion. I will never love again. Never. They're madly crazy in love with you. I wish we spent more time building each other up instead of tearing each other down. Absolutely. And with that Nine of Wands, learning from past failure, maybe moving forward, should you entertain the idea of a reconciliation with your person, with your ex, then absolutely. This is something that needs to be worked through. And you guys perhaps might have matured and have grown since the last time you have connected. And just being able to interact with each other more civilly and being able to entertain the reconciliation and really find happiness in this partnership long term. I can't sleep without you next to me. So they're having trouble, just getting a good night's sleep. And it really bothers them, I feel, that you guys are not together. You loved me once. Can you love me again? Okay. And I have a feeling for some of you guys, that answer is yes. Now look at this message. I'm not the same person who hurt you. And I do feel that from your ex, that they're different. They've changed. This is not the same person that you detached from, or they detached from you, however way that breakup happened. And I have a feeling with the return and apology right there, they're not going to waste that opportunity to love you again the way you deserve to be loved, and with your help, of course, because that very first message, teach me how to love you the right way so I can stop screwing it up. So you might have to help them figure this all out. But there are certain situations for some of you where you've got your own stuff that you need to handle and figure out who it is that you really want to be with. Is it your ex or the person that you're currently with? Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, Aries. Whatever part of this makes sense for you, I do hope it helps you out. And if you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.